Trust me, I'm not an expert. We got game 4 of the year for the Mavs. We lose a close one here at home to the OKC Thunder, 101-94. And you see on his very first play early, Coop injures his left shoulder. Was not the same the rest of the night. A lot of times when he was on the side, they had to put heat on it. Even Coach Kidd had to address it in the post game, saying that there is some type of injury and it'll be day to day just to see, if it's something he can play through or they're gonna have to sit him. What kind of treatment they're going to after that. So no, even though he played, he just never was the same early on. You could tell anytime they would get physical with him, he would shy away from that contact. He finished with only 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists, and just really wasn't effective. Was kind of like a non-factor in the game. That was our first case seeing him as a rookie just play through pro injury. Max Christie, as you see, had a great game. Shot 4 for 8 from deep, and OKC for some reason does not defend the corner 3. So Max Christie and PJ Washington had a real solid game shooting those corner 3s. Once we got the offense rolling, initially, as you see in this play, we do this 4 wide thing and we bring AD to the top. And we let AD go one-on-one as the 4 outside. And he played the 5 tonight. But he's outside the 3-point line going one-on-one at the top of the key. And it becomes a stagnant offense. Even when they brought D'Lo into the game, he just had a lot of shooting woes. Him and Clay had the lid on the basket. They did not shoot good. We didn't shoot good as a team. I think we only shot 37% as a team in less than 30%, around 26% from 3. Still missing free throws. I don't get it. Those are the free points. But somehow, just with true defensive effort, we kept OKC from getting to the free throw line at the clip that they normally get to. So that was surprising. Najee didn't have his best game offensively. He still had the effort, still had the energy, but not his best game. It really was a tale of two halves, because just in that first half, like, our offense was just so stagnant, and it was almost like a lid on the rim. We couldn't get too much to fall. I didn't understand it. This is Cooper's only 2 points of the game, a tough drive and finish over 3 in the lane. But for the most part, like, Clay block, Chet was everywhere. Chet gave us problems. Not having D-Live or Gafford at our disposal is killing us. Like, I still believe that AD plays better at the 4. Here we go. AD at the top. That's bad offense. That's bad offense. Even though, like I say, he scores within the flow of the game, that kills the flow of the game. Like, that is not the motion offense that they initially envisioned, and they're still adjusting. Like, these are still trial. PJ played SGA so tough. PJ and Max did an amazing job on SGA. I was surprised at how it pretty much turned out for the night. He didn't get into his hero ball moment at any point of the night, so that was pretty interesting. A lot of times, quiet buckets from AD kept us connected, and then in the third, that lid, it got out of hand, stagnant. Look at that. There's 5 people around PJ. Clay having to make something happen on the perimeter. That's one of his few makes of the night. And man, a lot of times it was Chet and I can't even remember the other big guy's name. They killed us on the boards. Like, they out rebounded us by almost 20 rebounds on the night. I think a lot of the physical play did slow us down getting into our offensive sets, but also just the poor shooting. Like I said, when the ball is not going in, that just creates a problem in itself. Like, it's one thing if it's a shootout, but when you're not scoring and you're barely getting stops, that's the issue, and that's what we really ran into tonight. Almost playing, at times it seemed like we were playing 3-on-5, because, like I say, they wouldn't even guard Clay at times, and then Clay couldn't stop anybody who was coming at them. a lot of the times. Like if Clay got a switch on SGA, that was a wrap, honestly. And same as with Najee, like I say, Najee didn't shoot the ball that good. They really backed off of him, so the defense could just, man, look at that, just a lapse. That was kind of like a normal thing in the third until like the actual intensity of the game picked up. But yeah, Mitchell came off the bench for them, and he was very aggressive. He was hitting a lot of shots. He finished the game with 17. So even if it was a kick and we got it out of SGA's hands, they were still scoring on us. And it wasn't to this point right here where I keep saying if we give Hardy minutes, like that puts so much pressure on the defense because you have somebody who can go get their own shot and like go get their own shot at an elite level. We're not talking about, chunking things. We're talking about somebody who, like, once they get going, he can really get the score on the ball. So Kid put him out there in 21 minutes. He had 11 points. He went 4 for 9. But the biggest thing was, like I say, putting pressure on the defense really opened up a lot of shots. We sitting here at 89 to 69. Hardenstein doing windmill dunks on us. Like, it looked over. Hardy, come down. Go get a tough bucket. That's an and one. Buckets, stop the clock. All right. Here go D'Lo. Kick the Mac. Like I say, that corner three is still open. Mac started hitting. Well, not starting hitting, but he hit all night. Here's Harden. Going to get his own shot, like creating offense. Can go through these spells where things really start falling. Spin. Get AD to it. Get some motion. Did you see that when Hardy cut? Everybody went with him because guess what? He's scoring. PJ left open in the corner. Like, you have to respect a scorer in the league. There goes Hardy. Kick the Max. Boom. Big corner three. Guess what? It's down to 6 and it's 350. The crowd got back into it. They eventually went on a 25-4 run. I think they were down 22 in the fourth. 89-93. Here's Mitchell. That's a tough defended shot by PJ, who got the rebound. Hardenstein, like I say, they killed us on the boards. Good stop. We pushing. Here we go. Movement. You see that motion? Everybody's clearing out. 80 and 1. This got us to a single possession game. Super clutch to see us fight. Like, just not roll over and go. D'Lo getting to the cup. One point game with a minute left. That's how close this game got. So no, I'm not mad at the fight. Honestly, if we had D-Live or Gafford or a healthy Coop, we win this game. We literally win this game. That was such an ill-advised shot. I hate that shot. Down 3 with time. D'Lo just chunked some shit early. Like, I see the frustration on PJ. Just chunk some shit. I really thought we were gonna win this challenge, but yeah, it came off of us last. And 22 seconds left in the NBA. It can be an eternity, but we just too little, too late. Got into a free throw shooting contest. They scored the last 6 points. And it ends up 101-94. Like I say, healthy Coop or D-Live, we win this game, in my opinion. So, like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, we're going to do this all year.